A rundown of this week's town council meeting. The employment rates are improving in Barnstable. The Citizens Police Academy begins next week, and the Hyannis Area Chamber of Commerce holds its annual dinner tonight. Details on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Wednesday, October 3rd, 2012. I'm Sarah Colvin. Town Council meets this Thursday at Town Hall. At Tuesday's press conference, Council President Fred Chirigotis ran down the items on the agenda.
The Barnstable Post 206 American Legion Massachusetts State Baseball Champions who will be with us. A number of young men, some of whom were also on the Barnstable High School football team, which we all know is doing very well. We'll all be at the game Friday here in Barnstable, right? We have an award to Doug Calwait, who's the Massachusetts Shellfish Office's Shellfish Constable of the Year. And we have an update from Mark Ells, the Barnstable representative on the Cape Cod Water Protection Collaborative. We have a number of matters which we will address. Amend the zoning ordinances, Chapter 240, where that'll be referred to a public hearing on October the 18th. We have an appropriation for the from community preservation funds for the Hyannis Public Library. That will be a public hearing and have a roll call. We have some reappointments and some appointments. We have two conservation restrictions, which I understand could be read in, but they will be postponed. Any action will be postponed until October the 18th, when the proponents will be available. They won't be available this week, so they'll be back. And we may have an executive session to discuss ongoing litigation, Marty versus the town of Barnstable. And I believe that's going to be the agenda. Assistant Town Manager Mark Ells, who serves as the town's representative to the Cape Cod Water Protection Collaborative, will provide an update on the work of that group.
The chair of the Water Protection Collaborative has asked us to go back to our respective communities, and in our case, our town council, and to discuss the priorities as we move forward for the Water Protection Collaborative. It was created initially to focus on technical support, funding, looking at the comprehensive water management plans across the Cape, and to become a place where we discuss common issues and look at potential for regionalization or sharing of information. And I'm not sure if I said education, did I? That was another major component. So we're several years into this effort at that point, and they're going back and looking at where the focus should be moving forward. So they've asked each of us to come back to the committee with 3 to 5 priorities. It may just be a reaffirmation of the priorities that already exist, but they want to hear from us, and they want to hear from our respective communities. So that's what I'll introduce to the council. They're hoping we can all get back to them by the meeting in November, and they're also encouraging attendance, so hopefully there will be a quorum.
Town Council meets at 7 o'clock this Thursday night in the second floor hearing room at Town Hall. The meeting airs live on Channel 18. Jobs numbers in Barnstable are looking up, according to David Augustino of the Cape and Islands Workforce Investment Board. Augustino says August's unemployment rate has improved nearly an entire percentage point over a year ago.
The unemployment rate for August was 5.2%, which is an excellent unemployment rate. That compares to 5.4% in July, so it's lower than July, which you would kind of expect. It's almost a full percentage point less than the same time last year. Last year, in August, the unemployment rate was 6.1%. So it really is, it continues the trend that we've seen for quite some time, where our unemployment is better than it was at the same time last year. And our hope is that this will continue through this winter, where we'll be able to stay at or below last year's number.
Augustino says improving job numbers means an improving economy. He notes a number of sectors in Barnstable.
The hospitality industry is having a very good summer, and so I think the hospitality industry tends to lift all boats here on the Cape. And so I think in large part it's due to that, but I think some other sectors are beginning to show a little more strength. I think the construction sector is starting to do a little better when you look at the national numbers. of housing starts and even housing prices. Housing prices are back to the 2003 levels now. They're not going to get up to the highest that they were during the bubble, but they've recovered quite a bit over the last year or so. So I think construction has been pretty good, and healthcare continues to be a bright spot in the employment sector.
Augustino expects to see further improvement in the construction industry, among others. 40 Barnstable residents will soon get an up-close and personal look at the operations of the Barnstable Police Department. The Citizens Police Academy will begin another session on Monday. Chief of Police Paul McDonald says it's a comprehensive overview of the department.
We're starting our 25th Academy next Tuesday, October 9th. We will have almost 900 residents go through the Academy. There's a 14-week program when we go through the complete operation of everything that we do here, and it's really a great experience for everyone. It starts off the building block, a little bit about police work, and then everything is included from you have a 4-hour ride along in a cruiser. We take you to the range, we take you out on the boats. Every aspect of law enforcement that we participate in, we give them an opportunity to show everybody what we do, and everybody really enjoys it.
Chief McDonald says the Citizens Academy continues to be a very popular program.
It changes people's opinions, of what they think of the police, what we do, how we do our job. Most people, unless it's under a negative circumstance, they never have any contact with the police. If they were involved in a crime, if they're involved in a crime, they're a victim of a crime, they're a victim of a motor vehicle crash, or if they stop for a traffic violation. All those are negative experiences when you deal with the police. This is a very positive experience, and they get to see what it's really all about. Now they really do enjoy it. We have 40 residents starting next Tuesday at 9th, but we had over 120 applicants this time. This has been going on. This is our 25th Academy, and we were concerned if we were going to be able to keep filling these academies up. And we have 40, and we had turn away, I think, 83.
The Citizens Police Academy begins next Monday, October 8th. Tonight, the Hyannis Area Chamber of Commerce is hosting its annual dinner and awards. 4 awards are given out each year to businesses and citizens who've gone the extra mile. Chamber President and CEO Jessica Silver says La Petite France Cafe, a restaurant on Main Street, Hyannis, is receiving the Small Business of the Year award.
They are Ian and Heidi Parent, who own it, are fantastic. They do so much for our community, and we really wanted to recognize them for that. One of the things that Heidi does especially, she's on our membership committee, so she actually helps plan the dinner and organizes it with us, and among other things, on the membership committee. They also sit on the community advisory board to the Sturgis Charter School. Ian coaches Barnstable Little League, so they definitely do a lot for our community, and we wanted to give back to them and let them know that we appreciate it.
Meanwhile, insurance agency Dowling & O'Neill will receive the Business of the Year award.
Mark McCartan and Rob Miller, they have been not only a member of the Chamber for many, many years, but they've also, again, been very active in our community, and obviously we wanted to give back to them as well. They not only give back to the community, but they also give back to their employees, and they also, want their employees to grow. So they not only do something for our community and, all those wonderful things, but they're also trying to enhance their employees.
And the Patrick Butler Citizen of the Year award is going to Doreen Belzekian.
She has done some amazing things. Not only has her and her husband founded the Christmas tree shops, but they also had 26 locations, and they had 3,000 jobs. They employed 3,000 people, which is amazing. You couldn't ask for something better. Not only that, after they sold the Christmas tree shops, they started their Belzekian Family Foundation, and they award grants to every town on the Cape for middle school grade science and math education. So they're helping our young kids, which is amazing. But beyond that, she's also served on the executive committee for the Cape Cod Museum of Art. She's also on the board of the Kelly Foundation. She also was on the Cape Cod Economic Development Commission. So she's done a lot of things for her community, and she's done a lot of diverse things. So it's wonderful to see that, and she continues to do those things even after selling her after selling the business.
Steve Luciani, owner of Coachlight Carpets in Centerville, will receive the Hank Farnham Unsung Hero Award. The Hyannis Area Chamber of Commerce's annual dinner takes place tonight at the Cape Cod Resort. It begins at 5:30. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.